Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, Incredible Chess. So today I'm gonna show you an amazing chess trap in the French Tarrasch variation. So if you're first time on my channel and want to learn some cool chess tricks to become a better chess player, then start now by subscribing my channel. Okay, so let's start. So white starts with e4, black responds with e6. And guys, this is the French defense, one of the most famous chess openings at the intermediate and grandmaster level. From here, white plays d4 and black goes with d5. And now white has many options: French exchange variation, advanced variation, the classical variation. But today we are going to focus on another very popular variation, which is the French Tarrasch variation. This move was first played by the Grandmaster Siegbert Tarrasch. So here my recommendation is to play the move knight to f6 and white responses force with e5 attacking the knight, and here knight goes to d7, and now here white plays bishop to d3 developing his light squared bishop, and black plays c5, which is actually the most important move for the black camp. So here white plays c3 consolidating the center, and we play knight to c6 pressurizing the d4 square, and white plays knight to e2, so he's supporting the d4 pawn. And now guys, you would ask that why knight to e2 and not knight to f3, because knight to f3 would also save the d4 pawn. So guys, the main reason is that these two knights in future are gonna go on the f4 and f3 squares, and it would be a very good game for white. So that's the reason. Here my recommendation is to capture the pawn, and now white captures. And now we are gonna play a thematical break. Boom, f6. And guys, it's a very important move for black. So we are breaking up in the center. And now white has many options. If white captures, then he would simply capture with the knight, develop a dark squared and right squared bishop, and then castle. And it would be a better position for black because our rook's line would be open and we would have a very nice king side attack, and it should be a good game for black. So guys, the main line goes like f4, and guys, it looks very natural because it is saving the pawn, and if black captures, it would capture with any of the pawns and it would be great. But guys, this is a mistake. Let me tell you how can black punish white from here. So here black captures the pawn, and now white has two options: to capture with the d pawn or capture with the f pawn. So here more natural is to capture with the f pawn because it would also open up the rook's line. So if he plays that, then he's gone. Let me show you. From here, we are gonna play an amazing stunning move. Knight captures d4. Boom! And for a sight, it looks like that black has blundered a full piece because white could easily take it. But guys, that's a mistake. From here, we would simply play queen to h4 check. And now you can see that we are attacking this knight and the king. And white plays g3, and now we simply gobble up this knight. And guys, you can see that black is too much better because black is a clear pawn up. Again, the queen and knight are attacking the e5 pawn and also the bishop. So as bishop moves to c2, we can simply gobble up the pawn also. If king moves, then we would go with the development, and if queen comes to e2, then we would simply capture that. King captures and play bishop to c5. And now guys, you can see that black is two pawns up, plus black has a nice development. You could castle, and it's a better game for black. So going back from here, black has another option. Let us say black knows about this, so he go with the castle and castles. So here my recommendation is to play queen to b6, which is a very strong move. In one of my games, my opponent foolishly played the move knight captures d4. And guys, you can see it's a very big blunder because after capture, king moves, and now we can simply gobble up the bishop. And we are a full piece up, and it should be a winning game for black. So If your opponent plays some random move like this, then also he's gone with the move. Knight captures e2, check, and it's a double check actually. And asking moves, you can see that black is clearly winning. Black is a full piece up, and now you could simply capture the bishop. Queen captures, and it's again a winning position for black. So black is better. So going back, the main move is king to h1. So now you can see that there would be no check. But now guys, you could simply gobble up this pawn also, and you can see that we are again 2 pawns up. So game could continue like this. Knight captures d4, queen captures d4, and now bishop to b5 check, bishop to d7, and now bishop captures. Now you can see that black has two options: capture with the king or with the knight. If black captures with the knight, then it's actually a trouble for black because queen to h5 is a very deadly reply. So in this position, my recommendation is to capture with the king, and now knight to f3. Now knights are exchanged. Queen captures f3, and now we could play bishop to e7. So in one, I reached this position in one of my games, and my opponent continued with rook to b1, and it looks very natural because the idea is b3 and then bishop to b2, attacking the queen. But guys, from here you could simply destroy your opponent with the move rook to f8. And now guys, you can see that we are attacking the queen. If queen moves to a square where it is not supporting this f1 rook, then we could simply gobble up this, and again we are winning. It's a checkmate. So black responses force. White responses force and plays queen to e2, supporting the rook. From here you could capture the rook, and again black is solid. But guys, here you can play a very deadly move, which is queen to e4. And guys, believe it or not, but white is in a hopeless position. You can see that our queen is attacking the rook and the queen. So if queen captures queen, then rook captures f1 is a checkmate. Going back, if rook captures f8, then queen captures e2 is very deadly. And now you can see that rook can't go back, so bishop has to come in the game. So bishop to f4, and now we're gonna simply gobble up this rook, and you can see that again black is clearly winning, and we should easily win the game from here. So in this position, if white plays something like queen to e1, supporting the rook, then we would simply gobble up the rook, and we are better again. We are a full rook up with 2 pawns. So ultimately in this position, there's a move which is queen to b5, which actually saves white. But no, but black would simply play c7, and again black is solid. Black is full 2 pawns up, and this should be a winning game for black. And now guys, let's see variation 2. So guys, in this position we saw that what happens if white captures with the f pawn. Now let's see what happens if white captures with the d pawn. So guys, here ultimately black has a bishop pair after the move knight to c5, attacking the bishop. So if bishop goes to b1, then we would simply play queen to b6. If white castles, then he's gone because of the move knight to d3. And you can see that there are much problems in the white's camp, and he could easily destroy white from here. So white has to go on the h8 h1 square, and now we could simply play knight to f2, and white has no option. He has to capture the knight, or else his queen would gone. So rook captures f2, and now queen captures f2. And now we can see guys, it's a clearly winning position for black. We are a full exchanger, and this should be winning. So in this position, white cannot castle now, and that's a big problem for white. So ultimately bishop to b1 is a mistake. So what happens if bishop goes to c2? And guys, we are gonna play knight to b4, attacking the bishop. And if bishop goes to b1, then we are gonna simply play knight to d3 check, bishop captures, and now knight captures d3. And guys, you can see that white has much problem in his camp, and there's much problem in white's camp. And from here, you should easily destroy white, because you can see that now king is gonna move, and knight is on a beautiful square, develop other pieces, and have a beautiful king side attack. And again, black should easily win from here. So as per the engine, the main move here is to castle. Now we are gonna simply capture this bishop. Now while queen captures c2, and now we play queen to b6. And again, if white plays some random move, then knight to d3 is a very strong reply. So white responses force, white moves the king, and now we're gonna simply move a bishop on e7. And you can see that black has a bishop pair. You could develop other pieces and castle on the king side, and you can also see that rook's file is open, so he could have a tremendous attack on the rook's file, and ultimately it should be a good game for black. So guys, these were some of the amazing chess tricks in the French Tarrasch variation. Always remember, if your opponent plays the Tarrasch variation, then ultimately you can destroy him. So guys, this was a amazing chess trap in the Tarrasch variation, and I hope you liked today's video. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, and comment down below what type of videos you all want. And guys, we are gonna meet in the next video. Till then, be safe, be healthy, and keep watching Incredible Chess.